Okay, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I am going to run after the Broken Top course record again. This is from the Green Tees. We've got 3 rounds. We're probably not going to do them all tonight. And we're just going to run through and try to play some golf and hope that maybe we back into an accidental course record. Haven't warmed up. Those numbers up on the screen are from earlier today. So we're just going right out here and trying to get into a course we know and chasing a record. Let's see. And that's a pretty good first drive, actually. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of speed behind it, but it's actually hit pretty well and into a good spot. I got a iron in, a wedge in, so not terrible. All right, 96 and up. I think that is probably, since I'm not warmed up, is probably just maybe a kind of a Trapper John MD pitching wedge. Let's see what we got. Oh, and that's not being warmed up right there. Whoops. Knock this thing all over the place. The hitting insert is not affixed, as you can see. So if I hit it too fat like that, it's actually a pretty bad shot. So let's get her up and down and get out of here. Settle right in there. I'm going to have to putt that. Shouldn't be too bad though, but I do want to get these chips in a little bit better positions. Stimp is 12 here today at the Broken Top record effort. And it's going to break about that much for par. 5 feet 4 inches. We'll actually give it that much respect and then not give it a lot of speed. Break in there off of number 1 with a par, which that's a kind of a birdie hole a little bit, really. Because I'm not warmed up and don't want to overswing, here's an 8 iron. A little pulled, but have a straight up look at it from 25, 30 feet here. Gonna double break, and I think we're gonna call it straight because of that, and it's downhill 5 inches. That's gonna break back, right? Oh, it is. We'll steal a birdie there. Let's go. We've got 3 chances, 3 different rounds in a row here. Whatever round would be -8 or better is what we're chasing. So really we're chasing -9, and this is a par 72. And that's going to block off bad. About as good as bad as I could hit a drive right here. Don't hit the tree. Just give me a play of some kind. All right, we got trees in front of us here, so we're going to have to get a little extreme. Do not want to hit these trees. What a dumb thing to do after I make a nice birdie, huh? And we're going to dump this out into here even and just kind of check it out and then try to make a miraculous up and down. What a dumb play this is. Dumb drive after making a nice putt for birdie. Oh, and that's not even getting in the fairway, barely. Okay, we got short grass to work from. Try to go up and down from 140, get the cursor out of there. We're gonna go uphill 6 feet 5 inches, and we're just gonna hit a hopefully controlled 8 iron in there to a makeable distance. Oh no, we're gonna pull that. Oops. All right, now bogey's a tall order all of a sudden. Let's see what we got going here. 17 yards. Uphill 4 feet 2 inches. Oh, and I hit the worst shot I could hit right there in front of the bunker. Okay. Well, makes a birdie to get excited about it and then chunks it around. This has gone real south real fast. This is for double bogey right here. Wow, this went so south. Okay. It'll break about that much coming down there, right? All right, to save double bogey and go to +1. All right, now we really got our work cut out for us. Whoops. Unreachable par 5, obviously. It's a 3-shot hole for me. Cannot believe I did that back there. That was just not good. That's not much better, but at least it's going to be playable. Definitely feel that left knee knocking about a bit. Okay. We'll just fade it in there. Got to stop locking that knee up. I can definitely feel that. Should get in decent position, about as good as I can really from where I was. 140 or so. It's down the hill. It's kind of in between 8 and 9. It's up the hill by 1 foot 10 inches. So that is going to change club. I'm going to hit an 8 iron. Try not to overswing it. And I might have done just that. I did. All right. Well, bit of a leaky start here, huh? Go in. So I got to putt this back up the hill now for my par. Would have been a nice birdie coming off the double. Okay. Well, welcome to the broadcast where we're already 1 over and not playing well. That does include a double bogey, because of course it does. That's blocked. Gotta stop whipping the club back. I accidentally hit a ball in here. Come off that hill a little bit. Yep. Let's hit a bomb. What do you say here? Let me go. Okay. 40 feet or so. Move about that much. It's going to move about that much. It's about 2.5 screens. That needs to settle in there somewhere. I'm going to have to bash this one again. That's not a good lag putt at all. Oh, it is. Okay, well, good enough then. All right, par 4 that plays a little short. This is a potential birdie hole. Let's try to get one back here, but still can't believe I did that to myself back there. Oh, maybe it's because I'm swinging like that onto that knee. Run out a little bit. All right, well, we're finishing this stuff out tonight no matter what, so it doesn't really matter, but we're definitely a little shaky at the moment. This is probably too much club. I think we're going to hit the other club and get it back there. We're going to hit 7 iron here. And that's not nearly enough because I hit it fat. Barely even going to get to the green. Whoops. All right, it'll be a long lag putt. You're going to stay on the green, right? And break into the left pretty gently there. All the way up there. It's uphill 6 inches. And he blasted it again, so brings 3 putt into play. Just not lagging the ball real well at the moment, but these are some long putts too. Speaking of long putts, here is 16 feet 4 inches, up the hill 3 inches. There we go. Comebacker for the par, so trying to keep the damage to a minimum, but let's see about getting that stray stroke back. My goodness, gonna have to act soon here. All right, not a great shot, not a terrible shot. We're at elevation a little here, so I don't get as hurt as I could. And then this play, I kind of know we don't want to hit the right side of this pin, this green, because I do know that it dumps off of there. So we're going to hit the 7 wood, let it fade in there and stay left of the pin. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to hit the pull off, spin off, terrible shot, off to the right, leave ourselves a very difficult up and down. See what we got here. Roll up there a little bit. All right, it's into the gimme circle. I like that. Now we move on to the scoring holes. Let's take advantage of this. Start with a relatively short par 4. Every once in a while I reach it in 2, but not really. Big dog leg left, obviously. And that's not going to do anything but block to the right, because once I get into that rut, it's easy to repeat. That's as bad a drive as I hit on this hole, actually. That is just hips and shoulders and everything offline. Just not a good play. So what we're hoping to do here is leave ourselves that 50 or 60 yard sand wedge. But it's going to be a little more club than that. That leaves the 52-degree wedge in. We'll try to get this online. Don't climb up the face too much. Get up there. All right, now release to it. Little birdie to get it back. Let's jump ahead here to number 9. Whoops. We'll get this aimed over here in the shortcut area, and not really something realistic for me, but every once in a while, and plus the reward is good. The reward is high. The risk is relatively low, but you do actually have to hit the ball. So let's get through it. That's not enough to do too much, but I don't think I should get too hurt with it either. Get over there. Okay, it's out of the heavier rough, but again, close to that 50 yard or so distance that I like with the sand wedge. A little firm, but you know, got a good look at it here. You get too greedy, it doesn't break a ton. Pretty straightforward. Move this just a hair. It does want to move. It moves that way at first. I think it's pretty close to. It's double braking to make it relatively straight. Downhill quite a bit. And he pushes it off to the left. And overall, it broke more to the left because I hit that pretty straight, right? Yes, I did. Okay, well, would have been nice to get under after all that, but we've got our work cut out for us because we got to birdie every hole on the back. So that's how difficult this quest gets. That should play up the gut right where I want it. Let it wrinkle. Right to position A for me. It'll leave that wedge in my hand again. Probably, yes, the 52-degree wedge. That's enough, but I pulled it because I swung it too hard. And I just spin right there. It's actually way too much because it's not going to make me chip. Got a delicate little chip, but you know, these are ones I like to think that I can hole out sometimes. So let's hold this one out right here. Didn't let it release enough. Okay, should have hit it just a hair firmer than that, but take our par and realize that you gotta dive under par on that front and stay under par and keep it happening that way. It'll stay down the middle. And that'll leave a decent wedge in there as well. So let's see if we can get ourselves another crack at it. Last time we hit it just a little firm. This one's going up the hill and a little shorter. So I think the same distance, but just stay on it. Should be pretty good. A little over. Sit right there. Come down the hill a little bit. Pretty extreme hill right there in real life golf. It's going to break a lot, probably that much, even that much. Doesn't take it much to get started. There we go. Steal one back. Gets the red numbers. Gets the feel for another birdie here. I think that might be 3 overall, but that double bogey really hurt. Double bogey on 3 it was. And that's going to hook off into the trees again. Trying to get extra distance, that's what I'm prone to do out here. So it's a 3-shot par 5 really no matter what. So we'll get it out there. And then we'll hit our 7-wood and at least get into some kind of position for an approach shot. Try to take the old medicine here. We'll get out in the short grass, run out a little bit, leave a fairly realistic play up the hill here. And I think this is actually firm pitching wedge. Block that right so it won't get there. That always takes the distance off when I do that. So we'll be out here a little bit out front. Just try to 11-yard chip. And even that's going to make me have to putt it back, huh? Yep. This is for par though. A little bit of movement, so I do kind of have to give that up. Not that much even, right? And then I'm not hitting much. Doesn't take much. And we're in for par, and we move on to number 13, where I'm going to hit, I think, 7-iron, and the important part here is keeping this relatively on line with the pond off to the right. And make that mistake, if anything, a little left of the pin, right? A little deep as well, but I know that's the default miss, and that's kind of why I hit that club. So this is going to come down the hill. Down the hill even more. Going to come down that much. Downhill 10 inches, and it is curving a lot. Let's do this. Downhill 10 inches. Okay, back to a decent lag, huh? In for the easy par, but definitely not going to challenge any course records, that's for sure. But let's see if we can get the momentum going so we can re-rack, chase some birdies. Should be pretty good. Shouldn't be a ton of spin there. All right, this plays a little downhill, so it plays a little short. And this is realistically a 9-iron, right to it. And just trusting that that's the right distance. And it should land on the front and then release out to the stick. All right, tug it left and hope it even finds the green. And it's going to, and it's even going to roll toward a little bit, but you still got a 30-plus footer here. Should be, moves, a little double breaker itself, right? And let's let it bring it back. Well, I didn't hit it near hard enough, and now I got a little bit of a tester to come back for the par. I'm having trouble maintaining the red numbers. Goodness. All right, in for par. We got a relatively short, long down, or lots of downhill, relatively short overall distance. Dog leg to the right, par 5 here at number 15. 518 yards, downhill 16 yards. So theoretically reachable for a short knocker even. A little too much backspin on that, but at least it's out there in the fairway. Definitely can't reach from here, but we're going to get up there as close as we can. Hopefully leave ourselves with that little 50-yarder that we tend to like. I'm going to get through anywhere? What's that going to do? It's going to get through, but it's not going to be in any good grass. So have a clean look at it though, 57 yards. I know this shot. A little deep. I thought the rough might take a little more off that, so here's our comebacker for birdie. Obviously moving left, so we're going to move it up the hill and allow for it. Not going to move quite that much, is it? Oh yeah, it is actually. 25 feet 3 inches. How about it? Keel extend. All right. Goes to number 16. Pretty straightforward par 3. Let's get a good mid iron on it. This is 5 iron. And that needs to run out a little bit, I guess. Probably not going to, no, I'm begging. So now I got that intermediate bunker shot. All right, that's going to play, right? Oh, you're going to still have to putt it, but that's okay. Okay, number 17, a 426-yard par 4 that does play a little shorter than that because of the elevation and because of the going down the hill. Should run out pretty decently, speaking of. And coming down the hill, roll out even more for a guy. Still leaving a little bit of meat there. So we're going to say fly in, play up to this pocket right there. And I think this is a controlled 6 iron. Come back, yep. I smothered it. Alligator arm, I call that one, just not a good shot. I'm going to stay up there, make for an interesting chip. Come down the hill quite a bit here. 2 feet down the hill. How about going in for go? It's not going to roll out that much, huh? Thought it would. All right, in for the par. Goes to 18. Not playing great, not playing terribly. Probably not making it look much like there's a possibility of a course record, but this is one of those courses I can get hot on. We got 2 more rounds. It should get to the ravine, right? Run on out? Yeah, that'll get down there. It's actually a good angle at it. That will release down the hill and leave me on the short grass with 120 or so yards. I think for me that is a pitching wedge. Should be the right distance. Just stay on it, send it out straight. Like that, but is it enough? Yes, it is. Sit down right there. Let's have a putt at it. That's going to sweep away from it. And I'm going to finish at, what was that? 1 under only. Okay. Well, we're going to start a new stream actually, so stick around and I'm going to jump right back into round 2 so that we can continue this on without having the net result be an hour and a half or whatever it's going to be. So let's end this one. We're going to start again once we're ready to go on the round 2 here. And thanks for joining me if you're leaving. Looking forward to seeing you stay if you're staying. And I'll talk to you and see you soon.